Hi, ladies. It's Monique with Boundaries for Women, here to remind you that you're worthy of love and respect. And this is week 3 of Momentum Mondays for January and for 2021. So I just wanted to make a short video and talk about how to say no. And this is probably one of the hardest words to say for many, many people. And here's how you do it. No. Okay, sorry. It's not that simple, but it really is that simple. It doesn't require a long paragraph following it. It doesn't require a whole paragraph preceding it. It just involves saying no. And one way to say no without feeling guilty, without feeling or without over questioning whether or not you should be saying no to, here's something that really helps, and that is to have a bigger yes. So sometimes we're so caught up in thinking about the other person's reaction or response to us saying no that we're not really thinking about why we're saying no. So, if your focus is on your own situation and your own needs in terms of like, why am I saying no to this? Am I saying no? You're not saying it to be mean. You're not saying it because you hate the person. You're not, it's just what you need to do for you. And if you can identify why that is. So, for example, if you say no, let's say you're being asked to help with something by someone somewhere repeatedly. It could be any situation, could be work, could be family, could be in your faith community, it could be anything, friends, that kind of thing. And you're feeling like it's getting to the point where you're like you're not really enjoying it anymore, you're not feeling good about it anymore, it's feeling like an infringement, or maybe maybe even that you feel a bit taken advantage of or used even. um that's just an example. There's so many times that no is a good idea to say, but in this instance excuse me, in this instance, think about not just what you're saying no to, but what are you saying yes to. What is it in your life that you know that if you weren't taking up time always giving in to other people's needs, demands, wants, requests, um, and you were to look at your life and go, well, what's actually important to me? What do I need to be focusing on? That's where to put your focus. So not putting the focus so much on the other situation that you're saying no to, but putting your focus on the situation and the thing that you're saying yes to. So, for example, let's say there's a situation in your life that you feel has really taxed your patience with requests of some sort. And it doesn't have to be anything horrible. It can just be, people just think that since you haven't said no, that you're okay with it. And unless you say no, they don't realize that maybe they're asking too much of you. But if you don't communicate it, then there's no way they could know. So then think about, okay, what is the thing that you could actually be doing with your time, or that you want to be doing with your time, or that you feel like you're supposed to be doing with your time for you, for your own life to move forward in, not in addition to, but instead of that other thing that you keep giving into. And that right there is where you'll find your strength, because once you're clear on where you do want to be focusing your time, your energy, your thoughts, your work, it'll become easier and easier to say no, because you'll be less prone to giving in to other people's demands. You'll be less prone to giving in to other people's it does come back to people pleasing, unfortunately. But to really listen to your own self, like listen to what's in you, what it is that you know you're supposed to do for you. So, and it all starts with saying no. And it could be, no, I won't be able to do that this week, or no, I'm not going to be able to do that anymore, or no, that just doesn't work with my schedule anymore. There's very peaceful ways to communicate no. Of course, if it's a situation that requires a more firm kind of no and a different kind of no, we can talk about that in a separate video, but this is for just regular life stuff where you just know that you're people pleasing and you're really not tuning into what you actually need for you and for your life and for what you're here to be doing. And there can be seasons where you may help out in a situation and that's what you're doing and you feel good about it. But when you start not feeling good about it and you start having any kind of feelings of resentment or bitterness, any of that kind of stuff, that is signaling you to stop and look at the situation and ask yourself if you're still really, if this is you wanting to do this, feeling it's something you're meant to be doing, or if it's something you're doing out of some kind of obligation. And that's when you can shift to be like, okay, and if that is not, then what is where my energy and my attention and my focus needs to be? So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions or any thoughts or anything else that, other ways that you want to discuss being able to say no, definitely comment and please like and subscribe on the YouTube link here. And thanks so much for listening and watching. And I'm so glad that you are on a path towards healthy boundaries and a healthier life. So lots of love and remember that you're worthy of love and respect. Bye.